Labor Secretary touts native-born job growth in Dismal jobs report. In a recent statement, Labor Secretary Lori Chavez-DeRemer highlighted a notable increase in employment among native-born Americans, despite the latest jobs report revealing a disappointing addition of only 73,000 jobs in July. This report has raised concerns about the overall health of the job market. Chavez-DeRemer urged Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to consider lowering interest rates, emphasizing that businesses require access to affordable borrowing to facilitate investments in their operations. She specifically referenced the positive trends in job growth for American-born workers, stating, "We've seen positive job growth. We have seen consumer confidence go up. We've seen unemployment hold steady." In her interview with Fox Business, she acknowledged that while the job numbers could have been better, the current focus on American workers is crucial, noting that native-born individuals are responsible for all job growth. "We're setting the table for a positive economy, and the American worker is going to win in this occasion because the president has their back," she asserted during her conversation with Stuart Varney on Varney Co. However, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, report released on Friday painted a more troubling picture of the economy and labor market than previously anticipated. The findings indicated that job growth among American-born individuals reached 133,035,000, an increase from 131,037,000 in the same month of the previous year. In contrast, employment for foreign-born individuals saw a decline, dropping to 30,764,000 in July from 31,001,000 a year earlier. President Trump reacted strongly to the jobs report, expressing his frustration by dismissing BLS Commissioner Erica McIntyre, accusing her of politicizing job reports leading up to last year's presidential election, although he provided no evidence to support this claim. Chavez-DeRemer supported Trump's decision, stating our jobs numbers must be fair, accurate, and never manipulated for political purposes. Yet she did not present any evidence to back up Trump's allegations. This situation raises important questions about the integrity of job reporting and the implications for economic policy. Are we truly prioritizing the needs of American workers, or is there a deeper issue at play? What do you think about the current state of the job market and the government's response? Share your thoughts in the comments. Jim Cramer's urgent message to Fed Chief Powell, July jobs growth analysis. The economic warning bell, Cramer's urgent plea to Powell after dismal July jobs report. The latest employment figures have sent shockwaves through financial circles, and CNBC's Jim Cramer isn't holding back his concerns. The veteran financial commentator has issued what can only be described as a desperate appeal to Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell following July's disappointing jobs growth statistics. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just another market fluctuation. The unexpectedly weak employment data has created a perfect storm of economic uncertainty that even seasoned analysts are struggling to interpret. For those new to economic indicators, job growth numbers serve as a critical, vital sign of our economy's health. When these figures fall below expectations, as they dramatically did in July, it often signals potential trouble ahead. Think of it as the economic equivalent of an irregular heartbeat. Not necessarily fatal, but definitely cause for immediate attention. Cramer's message to Powell appears to reflect growing anxiety among market watchers that the Fed might need to reconsider its current monetary policy approach. The central bank's decisions on interest rates and other financial tools have enormous ripple effects throughout the economy, affecting everything from mortgage rates to business investments. And this is the part most people miss. The timing of this jobs report couldn't be more crucial. It arrives at a pivotal moment when inflation concerns have been dominating economic discussions, potentially forcing Powell and the Fed to navigate the treacherous balance between fighting inflation and preventing economic stagnation. For everyday Americans, these high-level economic debates translate to very real concerns about job security, retirement savings, and financial stability. When job growth falters, it's not just a statistic. It represents thousands of families facing uncertain futures. Is the Fed prepared to pivot if economic conditions continue to deteriorate? Should Powell heed Cramer's warning, or is this simply market noise that will fade with the next positive economic report? The answers to these questions could determine the financial landscape for months or even years to come. What's your take? Is Cramer overreacting to a single month's data, or is